If you are a beginner selling on Amazon FBA, in this video, I'm going to give you a complete guide for sourcing in China. This is Fung Cheng, and I help people by sharing marketing and business advice. So, if this is your first time to sell on Amazon or any e-commerce platform, and this is your very first time to source your products in China, you are in the right place, because in this video, I'm gonna give you a complete guide on how to source in China as a beginner. Before we start, if you are interested in this type of topic, please be sure to subscribe my YouTube channel, because I'm gonna release a lot of similar topic that can help you with your Amazon FBA business. Okay, so let's get started. The first step is that you want to choose your ideal suppliers on Alibaba.com. You may have already heard of Alibaba.com, but why Alibaba is so essential? Alibaba.com is actually the largest B2B or wholesale platform in the world. It connects many suppliers such as factories, manufacturers, or even a trading company from China to the world. There's actually a lot of advantage of using Alibaba.com for your sourcing. But one of the top advantages is that it saves you time. Because by using Alibaba.com, you can actually find, a lot of good suppliers for your product categories. Because in the past, if you want to find suppliers in one country, you gotta fly to that country, right? You gotta attend to your trade show. But with Alibaba.com, you can actually stay in your home and then get connected with a lot of suppliers in China. And because Alibaba.com has already been around for many years, so the system is actually very mature. How they rank good suppliers, how they ensure that the payment that you make, they're gonna fulfill this kind of thing. So you will feel pretty safe when you use Alibaba for your sourcing. It's actually pretty easy to search products, search for a supplier on Alibaba.com. Just go to Alibaba and then you will see a search bar. From the search bar, just input whatever product you want to search for. And then you're gonna see a list of search results for the potential suppliers. Contact these suppliers one by one. Even though you can't find the similar products that you are looking for under their product listing or their company profile, you still want to get contact with them, because not every one of them, is gonna list everything on Alibaba. You are just seeing some of it, a part of it. So prepare the product image and possibly the link, and then contact the suppliers one by one. Send them the information and then get a code. Trust indicators. So you're gonna see some icons or badges on suppliers. They're the trust signal that can help you to select the supplier, such as the certified badge, trade assurance, and the years of experience for the supplier. Breaking down supplier types. There are actually two types of suppliers. They are gold and certified suppliers. So what are the distinctions between the gold and certified suppliers? In short, the certified suppliers, they pay more to Alibaba. And because they pay more on their membership fee, they get more traffic. They get more recommendation from Alibaba. Does that mean we should always find certified suppliers over the gold supplier? In many cases, yes, the certified suppliers is better, because it has gone through on-site checks by Alibaba.com. But you still want to contact the gold suppliers, because you may find some suppliers that has actually lower price. Trade companies and manufacturers. No matter there's certified suppliers or gold suppliers, there's gonna be two types of companies. They are trading companies and manufacturers. So why? A manufacturer is that they produce the product and sell to you directly. On the other hand, the trading company, they are actually the middleman between you and the manufacturers. Okay, so what are the differences between them? And should I just always go to the manufacturers? There is a simple way that you can actually find out if the listing company is a trading company or not. First, you go to the product listing and you're going to see the supplier profile on the right. Then you can see it is labeled as trading company under the company name. So it is actually not that difficult to find out if it is a trading company or not. But should I always avoid the trading company? In our experience, it doesn't matter. You don't actually have to avoid the supplier who is a trading company, because many of the times, even the suppliers who is the one who do the production, they are the manufacturer, but they also want to have a separate identity, which is a trading company, to separate their selling and manufacturing. So it is actually not uncommon for a manufacturer to be listed as trading company at the same time. But what if the supplier is only listed as trading company? Are they just the middleman, right? If I go to the middleman, am I paying more for the production? Well, in many of the cases, it really doesn't matter as well. There are many manufacturers, they are just setting up branches in the major city of China. And then these branches are the trading companies who is handling for the export business of the manufacturers. These trading companies, they are owned by the manufacturers. And the only reason that they are separate, why they're separate, is because the manufacturer, the plant, the factories is far away from the major city of China. So they need another entity, which is a trading company, to handle the export business for them. But of course, you're going to see some trading companies who is just sourcing from different manufacturers. They're the real middleman. But to be honest, sometimes you really got to get the quotation from the trading company as well. And sometimes you're going to realize that the price that you are getting from this manufacturer, from this trading company, is actually much lower than the manufacturers. So it is not always necessary that the trading company or the middleman always charge more. So once you find the manufacturers or trading companies or both on Alibaba, you want to get to know their MOQs. To find out the MOQs on Alibaba is easy. Just go to the product page and you will see different level of volumes for what price. These prices are going to be a good reference for your discount on your bulk order. But I'm going to give you a good tip. It is that don't trust the numbers. Why is that? Because the prices and the volume that you are seeing on this page might not necessarily be concrete or solid. Once you get to talk to suppliers, they can always change the MOQ or the level of discount for you. So I recommend that you can still look at the price and volume as a reference, but you still want to contact the suppliers to ask for lower quantity and prices, which comes to our next step: contacting and negotiating with suppliers. So let's say you have found a lot of potential suppliers that you want to contact. What is your first step? The first step is that you just make one good email template. In the email template or the message template, you want to be clear about who you are and what business you are doing. Tell them that what you are looking for, and then attach the product image and the product link similar to what you are looking for. And then in the message, you ask them if they produce that product. Do they have that in stock? What are the MOQ, the prices, and the delivery time for the sample? Then you want to send the message in bulk to all potential suppliers. This is going to save you a lot of time, right? Send a send message to 10, 20 different suppliers, and then just sit back and get back to them the next day. And then from their responses, you want to filter out, you want to eliminate the bad ones, such as the one that you can feel they are not that serious, or the one that can clearly tell you that they can't fulfill your product requirement. The other way to find supplier is to use the feature of Alibaba, which is called RFQ. It stands for Request for Quotation. It is a feature that your user can invite suppliers for potential competitive bidding. go to request for quotation on Alibaba and then scroll down and you're gonna see a section called tell us what you are looking for. And then just type in the product keyword and then go from there. By doing this way, you don't actually have to contact the suppliers. Instead, the suppliers will see your requirement and contact you actively. And then the next important thing is that you gotta understand what is a pro forma invoice and commercial invoice. If you are doing Amazon FBA, it is very important for you to get a commercial invoice from the suppliers. If there is any issues about your product listing in the future, they will ask you for the commercial invoice from your suppliers. So because of this reason, you always want to tell the supplier upfront that you need the commercial invoice. Alright, so the last guide is that you want to work with a supplier who is flexible with your business model. If you are doing FBA, Amazon FBA, or for your brand, you may have a Shopify store, or you may be selling on different e-commerce platforms. There are gonna be different volume and frequency for the production. Say if you are doing Shopify, you can actually do a drop shipping method that doesn't require you to have a high inventory. But if you're doing Amazon FBA, then it makes sense that you're gonna have a higher volume production and then ship everything to the Amazon FBA fulfillment center. Depending on which platform or business model that you have, maybe you are doing online and offline, right? You got a bunch of physical stores that you are selling the products to them. No matter what business model that you are in, it is best to find a supplier who can be flexible for your need. Before we wrap this video, I would like to hear your comment. Comment below and share your experience with others. Subscribe my YouTube channel if you like my video. Join my Facebook group and the link is in the description below. Thank you guys, I will see you in my next video.